Today we're going to explore a really reliable solution for men dealing with erectile dysfunction, or maybe you're just looking to enhance intimacy. We're talking about penis girth sleeves. We're going to break down what to look for, how to choose the right one, and what really makes a medical-grade system stand out from the rest.
So, let's start by just challenging a pretty common assumption with a simple question. For years and years, it seems like all the focus has been on length, but is that what the research actually shows?
You know, it might actually surprise you, but study after study shows that girth, or thickness, plays a much more significant role in partner satisfaction. Shifting the focus from length to width has some really practical, implications for making things better for both partners.
In fact, if you dig into the research, it suggests that this specific range of circumference is kind of the sweet spot for optimizing pleasure. So, sleeves that aim for this range can make a huge difference without some of the discomfort that can come with, excessive length.
Okay, so if we're all on board that adding girth is the goal, the next question is obvious. How do you do it safely and effectively? Because it's not just about size, it's really about quality. Let's break down the two most critical things you need to think about: the material and the fit.
All right, let's talk materials, because this is where safety really comes into play. Medical-grade silicone is non-porous, which is just a fancy way of saying it won't harbor bacteria. It's certified to be safe on your skin, it feels realistic, and it's incredibly easy to keep clean.
And look, the difference is just night and day, really. When you compare it to cheaper stuff like TPE, that's a common rubbery plastic, the choice becomes pretty clear. With those, you're risking potentially harmful chemicals and materials that break down fast. Medical-grade silicone is just the only real option for your health and safety.
But hey, the best material in the world doesn't mean much if the sleeve doesn't stay put, right? A quality sleeve absolutely has to have a secure attachment system. Performance is just as important as safety, and a sleeve that moves around, well, it's not just ineffective, it totally kills your confidence.
All right, so we know we need great material and a secure fit. Let's get practical now. How do you find a sleeve that feels like it was custom-made just for you? Well, getting the measurements right and understanding your customization options, that's absolutely key.
Now this part is crucial, but don't worry, it's super simple. Getting an accurate measurement is the first step to getting that comfort and performance you're after. If you measure correctly, you'll get a fit that's snug and secure without being too tight.
Okay, another key choice you're going to have to make is about firmness. And it really just comes down to your specific situation. Soft materials are fantastic for enhancement if you can already maintain an erection, but the firm materials, they provide that essential structural support for guys dealing with ED.
So, let's recap. We're looking for medical-grade material, a super secure fit, and options to customize. Now let's take a look at a system that actually pulls all of these pieces together, and it's a great example of these principles in action.
And when you actually stack them up side by side against some of the other options out there, you can see a pretty clear difference. With a system like RX Sleeve, it's not just about the top-tier platinum silicone, but it's also about those patented features that are designed from the ground up for security and realism.
Yeah, and that's the key thing to get here. This isn't just a product you pull off a shelf. It's designed as a complete system. You've got the custom-fitted sleeve, a totally unique harness for security, and then an enhancer kit so you can dial in that perfect fit.
So let's zoom in on that harness, because this is a real game changer. It's specifically engineered to solve that #1 problem: slippage. This whole system is designed for total confidence and comfort, making sure pressure is spread out evenly without any pinching.
And you can just see the attention to detail here. Everything is focused on that medical-grade quality. I mean, from being an FDA-listed manufacturer to this clever dual-density construction, which gives you support while still making sure it's comfortable for your partner, it's just meticulously designed.
Now this little kit, this is what takes customization to the next level. You know that feeling when something is almost a perfect fit, but not quite? This solves that. It lets you add a thin, comfortable layer to get that perfectly snug internal fit. It's brilliant.
So, what does this all boil down to for you? Look, it's about way more than just a product. It's about finding a solution that's reliable, safe, and actually effective. One that delivers confidence, comfort, and satisfaction for both you and your partner.
At the end of the day, when you choose a system built with quality materials and a proven design, you're really making an investment in your well-being and in your intimate life. It gives you peace of mind, and more importantly, it delivers real results. So if you're ready to find a solution that's actually built around all these principles we've talked about, safety, security, and a perfect fit, then it's time to explore your options. To learn more about these medical-grade systems, go check out rxsleeve.com.